I always thought our family story began in Malaga, California, a town just south of Fresno in the agriculturally rich Central Valley. This was the place where Grandpa met Grandma, in a boarding house for Mexican farm laborers. Grandma worked there, making tortillas, serving food, and cleaning up after the paying customers. Grandpa was one of these men, a handsome, hard-working laborer. They noticed each other from a distance, exchanged secret love letters, and then one day, without the knowledge of Grandma's family, Grandpa whisked her away to get married. It all sounded so romantic and dangerous, the perfect place to begin our story. Grandma would always visit me when I organized this book. Sitting in a straight-backed chair in front of Mario's desk, she crossed her legs at the ankles, arms folded over her chest. A tiny woman, Grandma's feet, always in fuzzy pink slippers or pantuflas, barely touched the ground. Gray bobby pins crisscrossed in the hair above her ears, keeping her salt and pepper curls in place away from her face. I could feel her eyes watching me, high-powered lasers behind wire glasses. One night, I finally acknowledged her. "What, Grandma? What is it?" "Nothing," she said, laughing. She uncrossed her arms. "I'm not saying nothing." She tried to be silent, but couldn't resist. "It's just that so much happened before Grandpa take me to get married." She waved her hands in the air as if she were erasing what she had just said. Never mind, never mind. You are the one writing this. You decide where to start." I sighed. It was useless to ignore her. "Where would you start the story?" "Well," she said, leaning forward, "me and Grandpa, we grew up in Mexico, and in those days our families had a hard time, a real bad, hard time. That's why we have to come here." "I know," I said, "but I never recorded those stories." Grandma shrugged. "Doreen recorded me," she said, "with my little tape recorder. It's around here somewhere." She looked around the floor as if the tape recorder could be found in the boxes of photo albums and family records in my office. "Doreen recorded you?" I asked. "Do you think she still has those tapes?" I knew I was talking to an empty chair, having another imaginary conversation with my grandmother, who had passed away nearly 30 years before. But on that particular night, I felt Grandma nudging me. My cousin Doreen, Uncle Smiley's daughter, had interviewed her. I knew I had to get my hands on those tapes, for posterity, for the book, for our story, which was rapidly becoming an obsession. I made plans to go to Oregon, where Doreen and her family were living. Seeing my cousin Doreen was wonderful. After hugs and a visit, she handed me a green drawstring bag with a micro tape recorder and 5 small tapes inside, Grandma's recorded interview, the equivalent of solid gold. The 4th child of Uncle Smiley and Auntie Mildred, Doreen is only a few years older than I am, but she has an athletic build that make her look much younger. She has vivid memories of interviewing Grandma. "I helped take care of her after she broke her hip," Doreen told me. "I stayed in Tracy right after she got out of the hospital to help. Grandma kept getting up out of bed, trying to cook or clean." "Of course," I said, smiling. Doreen and I both knew Grandma as the one who was always serving food, always taking care of everyone around her, or cleaning her house, hanging out laundry on the clothesline, or canning, or baking cookies. Grandma was always in motion. "I had to figure out how to make her stay in bed," Doreen said. One day, I said,